to bring in CNN's Will Ripley. He is actually in Pyongyang. He's the only Western journalist on the ground inside of North Korea. Will, we should note the music that we hear behind you is actually a wake-up call to North Koreans. Tell us about this fourth missile in just 4 days. What does this mean?
Yeah, Jake Tapper will be sorry he's missing this, Brianna. He always comments about the music, but it plays hourly here in Pyongyang. And look, this missile launch is significant. There were 3 ballistic missiles short range that were launched over the weekend that didn't really get that much attention because we're used to seeing that kind of launch from North Korea. But this missile, first of all, from where it was launched is significant. It was launched from near the Pyongyang airport, just about 20 miles from where I'm standing right now. This is a commercial airport, also military as well, but people fly in, journalists, humanitarian aid workers, tourists. We just flew into that same airport over the weekend. And by North Korea launching a missile from near their capital, they're really sending a message to the United States that they can launch missiles from anywhere, including highly populated areas, which would make any preemptive strike very difficult because of the grave humanitarian consequences. And then, of course, also noteworthy because of the flight path, Brianna, right over Japan.
And there had been these previous threats, Will, against the U.S. territory of Guam, but North Korea, this obviously wasn't taking aim toward Guam. This was in a northeasterly direction. It went over Japan. Do you think that this is, I mean, what are they trying to communicate here by not making good on that target of Guam or near Guam?
Well, Japan's defense minister certainly thought that perhaps because North Korea didn't point the missile south and instead they pointed over Japan, they chose a safer flight path where the U.S. and Japanese militaries didn't shoot it down. North Korea didn't cross that red line that President Trump laid out, but still they were able to make a very strong impact. Of course, we don't know for sure what North Korea was thinking here because nearly 24 hours after the launch, they have yet to announce it to their own people. It wasn't on the evening news last night, so when we went out and interviewed people in the hours after the launch, we were specifically told we couldn't ask them about this missile.
And what are you expecting North Korea to do next?
Well, there are indications that there are preparations underway at the Punggye-ri nuclear test site. That is in the mountainous region near China where deep underground North Korea tests nuclear weapons. The last one they tested was just about a year ago, 1 week after the joint military drills between the U.S. and South Korea ended. Those joint military drills are now in their second week. Pyongyang is always furious about them. In fact, that's the reason that they have given for provocations such as this, including launching missiles. And so we need to watch very closely. South Korea has been seeing activity at that nuclear test site.
All right, Will Ripley, thank you so much for us from Pyongyang, North Korea. We appreciate it. I want to talk about